And without further ado, I'd like to open everything up to some questions. And feel free to type your questions in the questions box, and I'll see if I can address some of those here in the next couple of minutes. We've got just a couple minutes left, and I'll let everybody get back to their day, but feel free. Let's see, you haven't got any questions yet. Maybe I answered everybody's questions already, or maybe everybody's blown away by something. Also, feel free, if you guys would like, you don't need to ask questions here today. You can always email us at info@jmhconsulting.com, and we'd be happy to answer any of your questions that you may have there. Also, I believe everybody who's in attendance today is going to receive a couple of articles that should go into more detail of a lot of what I talked about today, especially the smarter mailing list. And I hope you guys get a lot of value out of that. Here we have a question about suggestions for email marketing software, one that tracks the stats that you spoke of. We have used ExactTarget. ExactTarget is pretty good, but there's a lot of big names out there that do things for you. There are some CRMs that can also do a lot of the tracking, the metric tracking for you. IntelliWorks will do it, and there's some other ones that aren't specific to our industry that'll do that as well. But MailChimp, there's a lot of them out there. Now that you've been through the webinar, you should be equipped with the names of them at least, and you should be able to look at a couple of them. But I think we've been pretty happy with ExactTarget, and I think they're worth looking into. Here's a really good question, actually, from Donald. How can you track conversions on printed pieces that come through a variety of ways, the web, the phone? Through domain forwarding, and discussing that may take some time to track it through the web. But really briefly, the idea is this. You purchase a new domain name, so www.myprogrampromotion.com. You purchase that domain and you print it on a bunch of printed brochures or on postcards, and you mail those to people. And the idea, the call to action on those printed pieces is to get those people to go to that website. What that website does is it tracks how many people visit and then move through to, and then it automatically forwards them to the website that you want them to look at. So the only way for them to get to that first website was through that printed brochure. And what that will tell you is exactly how many people from those that direct mail were able to, or who were interested in your program and went there. And you can do the same thing with the telephone, actually. A lot of websites are doing this. They put a different telephone number on their website, and when people call that telephone number, the only place they can find it is on the website. They call that telephone number from the website, and the telephone number immediately directs them to your registration desk. You could track the number of calls that came through there. So a couple of ways to do that. Here's another question. Actually, I'm not sure I've got time for it, but what I can do is we'll send email responses to all of these questions, and if we think that they're good for everybody, if everybody would be interested in them, we'll go ahead and forward them to everybody that was in attendance. But I have a feeling that John is going to be mad at me because I'm going over almost. We got a minute left, so we'll go ahead and answer some of those questions through email. And I really enjoyed everything today, so without further ado, I'd like to pass it on to John.
Okay, thank you so much, Jacob. I hope everyone else enjoyed that presentation as much as I did. I always learn things when I have conversations with Jacob, which is why he's my favorite business analyst. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the webinar, and we look forward to seeing you in our next webinar on June 10th, when we will be talking about creating and maximizing corporate relationships. So thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day.